Member for Calgary Edgemont is next.
I'm glad the minister committed to ensuring Albertans will have self-referral for mammograms starting at age 40 because of some NDP advocacy. I look forward to hearing the formal announcement before summer. On the topic of cancer screenings, an HPV test is less invasive, more comfortable, and more effective at identifying increased cancer cells than a Pap test. Pap tests are only 60% accurate, HPV tests 90% accurate, and can be done at home. Will the minister provide a timeline for when the pilot project will transition all Albertans who need it to finally have access to HPV tests?
The Honourable Minister of Health.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We continue to improve services for women and for other Albertans in cancer screening right across this province. It's a priority. It's on my mandate letter. I'm continuing to work with organizations and with the health foundations that are actually doing some good research in this area. So, Mr. Speaker, we are committing to continually doing improvement in these areas, and we'll always do improvements because we want to get better as we move forward. So, Mr. Speaker, yes, we will continue to improve in all of these areas.
The Honourable Member for Calgary Edgemont.
I'm so glad that the government agrees with the Alberta NDP. Given that the government had a pilot program for this model back in October, and given that the move for HPV tests is part of the Canada-wide goal to eliminate cervical cancer by 2040, and given that all Albertans want access to the best and most effective cancer screening practices, we're urging the UCP to immediately implement this life-saving program province-wide. Can the minister promise Albertans that HPV tests will be available for everyone who needs ones by the summer?
The Honourable Minister of Health.
Well, we have HPV testing, and also there's a lot of work going on in this area. I can actually tell you that I was in the new cancer centre, the Arthur E. Child Cancer Centre, that is going to be opening this fall. It is amazing. It'll be the best of its kind in all of Canada. Mr. Speaker, there is so much happening in cancer screening, but also in cancer innovations that we are happy to be promoting across this province. Mr. Speaker, we know that in Alberta we're leaders, and we will continue to be leaders in this area.
The Honourable Member without the use of a preamble.
Given that British Columbia implemented HPV self-testing province-wide for those who request the test, and countries like New Zealand have already made this change, and given that 100% of cervical cancer cases in Canada are attributed to the HPV virus, and given that I truly believe that we are all united in the vision to build a cervical cancer-free Alberta together, can the minister explain why a pilot program was implemented first, and how much longer will Albertans have to wait before they can access this life-saving test?
The Honourable Minister.
Mr. Speaker, pilot programs often happen so that we can make sure that we are actually doing what we need to do to improve services, Mr. Speaker. So they're a way of ensuring that we get the information, do the research, collect the data that needs to be done so that we can scale programs across the province, or whether they're worthy of scaling. So, Mr. Speaker, we will continue to do the work that needs to be done. We are leaders in innovation in this area, and so, Mr. Speaker, we're going to continue to do that. We're committed to making sure that there is constant improvement within our healthcare system, particularly in cancer screening and other screenings. So thank you, Mr.